Hello? I'm testing the mic. I am in a new place, new setup. Well, right now the setup is very haphazard. The air conditioner is going on. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm basically back to figuring out stuff again. Like, how does this all work? But anyways, this is Pentiment. It's a game I've been wanting to play for a while. So, let's get started. Whoa! Easy read fonts and stylized fonts. I want to use the stylized fonts. Got it. When was the last time I streamed? I think it was in March. In principio erat verbum et verbum erat apuderim baba vidimus nunc per speculum et in Whoa! Whoa! Oh, somebody spent so much time on this, though. Why would... Why would they let me do that? I love this music. Oh, I forgot to get out the thing. Oh. The little filter thing. Let me wait for a pause and then I'll see if I can find it real quick. So I'm not popping the mic. Popping. Bavaria, Holy Roman Empire, 1518. An artist sleeps. An artist's my hand. Alright, let me get out the filter thingy. I found it. Let me put it on there real quick. Alright, the pop filter is on. Hopefully that helps some. I am very much an audio amateur, so I don't know how much it helps, but alright. Excuse me. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. Is this a... What's in the glossary? What? Eh? Eh? Huh? What is happening? Brother, yeah, that's... I am not sure how the glossary works. We'll figure that out later. This seems important. Beatrice, Brother Piero is such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Socrates, indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chatter. The rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ, what a pack of dullards. Be happy you're only stuck there for a few more months, Andreas. Can we get a... Okay. Prester John, how did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I apologized and said I'd avoid unnecessary. I replied that the rule was for him, not for me. I'm an artist, not a monk. Let's be a little bit sassy. And thank Christ for that. His calling is to God, yours is to your labor and the illumination that it brings. Okay, so he's like the illustrator for these books. It's the abbot's house, so everyone has to play by his rules, or rather, the rule. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center, yada. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus, then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? What my brother said in his letter. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. He's dreaming. Will you visit us again soon? I can't always dream of this place, your majesty. Of course, if you are not here tomorrow night, I pray you will be someplace as pleasant. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. Who is Saint Grobian? I think Beatrice's would be from the Dante's Inferno, I think. A fictional patron saint of vulgar and coarse people. And then Prester John. A fictional saint, that's interesting. A legendary Christian patriarch, presbyter, and king. Stories popular in... Okay. Okay. Oh. I just banged my phone against my headphones. Alright. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. This is a gorgeous game. The guy is... You see the guy down here just sticking his tongue out? Blah, 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 blah. At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. Abbott can't. Right, an outsider he brought in. If he wants your work, he has to deal with you as you are. The controller vibrates when his foot gets stepped on. Would you please stop? I give up. Take me home, Grobian. As you wish, Andreas. Who's this little kid? Good morning, Ursula. Go, Andur. Is she like a toddler, or is she trying to speak English as a second language? Time to get up. The Baron. Woo! Alright. Quests. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. Okay. Ex Libris. Andreas Mahler? Exo Libris. Mayaps. Pepple. Brother Piero of Verona, who is an artist of Curacao Abbey. Known for his kindness and helpful nature, Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter specializing in works of extraordinary color. Ursula Gertnerin, daughter of Peter and Clara, half-sister of Ava and Big Jorg. Okay. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron. Prior Ferenc keeps giving me all these books to read. I wanna... Tell me who's Ferenc. Nope. Wait, did it come up? Brother Ferenc. Prior Ferenc. Originally from Hungary, Ferenc is the prior of Curacao Abbey and is responsible for running the scriptorium, known for his interest in esoteric books. Really should clean this up. I'm not gonna go to bed. Nah. The Gärtner house. Andre. I think she's a. Is she a toddler? Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Ordinary as far as sleeping goes. Well, as long as you didn't sleep poorly. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Okay, I see. It's actually like pointing out the character. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Here you are, Andreas. Too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey, 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. What does... I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. It's May right now. Oh! Okay, so Beatrice, Socrates, and Grobian. Okay. So we kind of got a moral system here. I can't help being nice, especially if, I don't know if there's going to be consequences later down the road, or if it gives me an inventory of... On the other hand, oh! Were these taxes unexpected? Peter says our taxes didn't go up for years, but ever since we've been married, it's just gone up and up. It used to be that if we didn't have the money, we could make a payment in kind with some of our crops. The abbot stopped that last year. Now if we don't get a good price from the miller, it's hard to give the abbey its share. I know it's not your problem, Andreas, and Peter is too proud to ask himself. Oh, did you see the... It was really quick, but it, was erased and sketched out with the proper spelling of Peter. That's neat. Can you find it in your heart to help us out? Yeah. Oh, God bless you, Andreas, and may Saint Luke watch over you today. Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, offered and represented by a winged bull. Speaking of Saint Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the oh my gosh, this game's gonna mess with me. Divine office that Prior Ferenc allows me to work on my masterpiece. The prayer times, observed by all Christian monastic orders, monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of Saint Benedict. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after. Ooh. Some wondering. It must be rather frightening starting all over again. It is, but I know now that this is what I must do. This will— ooh! Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Okay, I might need to go for the simplified fonts. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. As a newbie artist, I'm like, it's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say, God rest his soul. Now I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. The monastic hour at dusk, one of the major prayer hours. It is followed by supper. Cool, cool. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Of course, please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course, until later, Clara. Oh. I don't... Tassing, okay. Ava. Hello, Andreas. Is that it? Clara, can you spare a moment to chat? Of course, Andreas. How can I help? Exactly how much short are you short? Oh, well, about 2 guldens worth. If you can't pay your rent early, that's all right. I'm sure we can find some way to pay the abbot. I'll have my payment. I was merely curious. I see. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for charity when they're still grounded still. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and have your own life ahead. I can do more. Bless you, Andreas. Don't mention this to Peter, all right? He would hate to know I told you about our troubles. He won't know a thing. Thank you, Andreas. Until later. Peter. Andreas. Oh. Is that all you got to say to me? Who's this? Oh, nope. Big Jorg. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Jorg. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. Gosh, the spelling mistakes are killing me. He hit a big rock with the plow, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right, thank God for snow days. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Wanderjahre before you came to Tassing? Wandering years during which a journeyman artist and/or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. Pick a background. Ooh! Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. Huh. I personally do not have any personal preference, so I think I'm just gonna pick something I'm the most familiar with. Italy, Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Italy, no wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big Jorg. What'd you spend all that time in Italy doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Oh! Hedonist. He seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. Social, quite experienced. Craftsman, bookworm. All his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion. Penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. Oop-a-doop-a-doop. So I want to pick... The one that's closest to me would probably be Bookworm. Reading mostly and talking about books. I couldn't get enough of it. Venice is filled with incredible printers. Florence continues to illuminate beautiful manuscripts. And the books they produce are treasures, every one. I didn't realize that books meant that much to you. I've seen Father Thomas's Bible and a few other books. I haven't had much use for reading, though. Anyway, I have to get going. We can let these characters reveal themselves as they get introduced. Jorg, let's go. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. The town commons. Andreas, you say hello to the girls today? Ava and Clara? No, I meant the chickens, Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. Peter, James, and John's... They're hens, though, right? Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls in me. They see everything I deal with around here. They're your apostles. You have much in common with Christ. Oh man. I want to help a bro out. Don't mention it. It's fine, I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. He calls her Clara. I think he said something about a half-sister, so is that their stepmom? Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. Until then. I want to pet the chickens. Ill Peter. Wait, this is Healthy Peter and Ill Peter. I can't pet the chickens? God bless you. Andreas. Oh yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Look at the piggies and the the sheepies and the goats. Man, the pigs look wild. Well, of course they wouldn't know how to do anything now. No one follows the old ways anymore. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Perchta to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Perchta or Perchta, pagan goddess of the Alps associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. Neat. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. What sort of old customs? I thought Saint Moritz protected Tassing. Patron saint of Tassing, legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsal's shrine. I don't know the customs. The kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. Let's see how much I can get out of these misspelled words. The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Ranig Kemper knew that. Ranig Kemper, the late husband of Ottilia. I don't know who Ottilia is. Cool. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow Ottilia. What do the traditions entail? When you get up in the morning to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. How interesting. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Interesting dude. I want to pet the chimkums. I want to make sure I don't miss any. Yeah, she's a toddler. Meow. Is this gonna be like a... I think I heard this is like a mystery type game, so we're gonna get some Name of the Rose shit in here. That book ruined me. I love it. Andrew Schmidt's smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Oh, duckies! Man, this is such a cool art style. Oh, Andreas, good timing. Do you have a moment to lend me a hand? I'm already late to the Abbey. I swear it won't be long. Alright then. Wonderful, I've got too many irons in the fire. Or rather, horseshoes. I miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand, else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. Here, take the shoe and the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil and I'll hit it with the hammer. Right? Faster. Did we do it right? Easy game for babies. Dude, we're so good at horseshoes. Well done. See, short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all of those at once. And it sure would be nice to have someone to help me out here every day. Have you considered an apprentice? I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Druckner. Druckner or Drucker? Klaus would have my... yeah, Drucker. Would have my head if I tried. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you in auto up by the Abbey guest house for dinner. Until then. Them guys is yelling up there. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for God's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping off. Hopping it. Shit. I kind of like having this, like, should I be the beleaguered nice guy? I've got my own shit to do. But I don't want to do, like, every choice is nice. Yeah, that's what my power fantasy needs to be, is I need to be more assertive and tell people no. That idiot Martin should be helping them, yell at him, give him a good scare. Wait, that's presumptuous. I'm not close to their family. Well, we'll go for the middle ground. I don't think I could be mean. Excuse me, I'll try to stay out of your way. Thanks, it'll probably take an hour or two to track them all down at this rate. Blood sacrament. Damn it, Veronica, what did I say about blasphemy? Yeah, we don't have time to hang around for an hour. Sorry, Mom. Oh, look, there's something going on up at the Steinauer's place. They's fighting. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky's giving him an earful. I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann... Whoa! I don't know if we want to meet Johann. Knock two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. God damn it, Martin. What, Aunt Teddy? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course, see you later. Don't work too hard, Martin. Help your aunt and cousin, alright? Eat shit, Andreas. That was the nicest I was gonna say it, okay, buddy? Okay, buddy? Whoa, whoa, he was moonwalking, did you see that? I want to make sure I don't miss anything, but man, this... Like, I'm not complaining that it's a slow start, it's building up, right? Hi! Nate Dog! Nintendo! Thank you. We'll see you around for lurking. Thanks for showing up. The Drucker house. Is it locked? Oh. That's Klaus. Whoa! What in the world? Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Oh, he's got the same font. Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel, the titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He is also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. What in the hecky? Oh, is he speaking Italian? Okay, so... That was like the translation convention. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas, he's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from heresy, witch mania, adventure stories of questionable moral repute. You're sloppy. No, don't be mean. But I'm also a little bit of a rebel. He doesn't mind though. Oh, never mind. No. As long as they don't get too carnal. His face. So supper tonight after Vespers? I don't know if that's actually like German. I miss Vesper Noir, by the way. Anyways. Of course, thank you. I'm not gonna... Great, I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. Bis später. Can I... It's locked. Okay. Is Thomas. God bless, Master Mahler. I hope your week is going well. God bless, Master Mahler. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. Going quite well, but I'm running late to the Abbey. On my way to get to work. Good, good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? I promise I'll make it this Sunday. I do, but I've been working on sketches. Ooh! I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. I was playing video games, Father. Would it be such a burden? A man has many duties. Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you work to help the Abbey. This asshole can't make you go to Mass. To hell with him. Where's my... There it is. Beleted. Goodbye. I feel like being the kind of chump that tries to, like, needle it both ways. Like, I'm the rebel, but I'm not gonna be like, fuck you. I'm gonna be like, nah, here's why. Almost everyone. Oh shit, he got me. I gotta be honest. Andreas, this is about more than your success in this life. There's another. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mahler, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms? Prosperous imperial free city in the western part of the empire. Located on the Rhine River, Worms has been the site of many imperial deets. It's not dite. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors here were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck and it was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's Diet. An imperial diet is an assembly of the three colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire, prince electors, princes and dukes, representatives of the cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. The Emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Who was the artist? Why was the diet assembled, my lord? How was Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago. I would be... I'm sure you know him, an older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the Emperor. I'm sorry, my lord, I'm not sure who you mean. Have you not heard of Albrecht Dürer? Pity. I thought he was known across the empire. Renowned painter and printmaker from Nuremberg, revered in Venice as well as since 1512 he has enjoyed the patronage of Emperor Maximilian I. So he was a real person, I'm assuming? Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kiersau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia he was reading during my last visit. Historia Tassii. An account of the early history of Tassing. Father Matthias had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the Abbey as a gift. Okay. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Yes. But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Is it Gernot? Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mahler here. He doesn't need to know all that. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg for the next few months. He's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. The room for writing, illustrating, illuminating manuscripts. Yeah, typically associated with monasteries. They have disappeared from most all abbeys by the 16th century. A Nuremberger artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Surely. I have yet to judge the quality of your entertainment, though it sounds like we're off to a bad start. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do, refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. Did he invite me too? Miklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mahler. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. What is this statue? Is it broken or is it being started? Look at that rabbit. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Humanist thought. Erfurt, wonderful, the same university as Martin Luther. Uh-oh, have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Let's go. Priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. Hell yeah. You can't buy your way out of sin. Oh, that fly almost looks like it's on my... Actually, like, there's a fly on my screen. That's so weird. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him, did you? You must tell me. No, he was a few years ahead of me. His ideas do seem fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Ooh, don't talk about them. Talk about him with them. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. I'm sure they'd love to hear about that, dude. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. Okay, maybe they. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. No, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus and everyone in between yet to come. Hello? Oh my goodness, it's a Doji raid. Ah! Thank you, Doji. Thank you for the raid. Hope arting went well. It was looking good last time I looked at it. Alright, alright. How's everybody doing? Hi Railix, hi Phil, hi Doji, hi... Did I miss anybody? I can't tell. Alright. We're playing Pentiment. It's art style like an old book, Illumination, holy book, blah blah blah. Well, I know who Aristotle is. Cicero is that guy. Marsilio Ficino. Translations of works of Plato into Latin. Erasmus of Rotterdam. Okay. We are a journeyman artist who's working on something for the Abbey, and we're on our way there, and we're being introduced to the people in this village. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Wait, what? Did it repeat? I know I did. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't finish. That's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Oh, cool! And we can pick backgrounds for our guy. So we're gonna do theology and law, and I guess that affects what we do talking to people. Like, I was able to pick a background that he speaks some Italian and a little Greek, so he can presumably auto-translate those dialogue options for us. What would we be interested in? I think... So he's an artist. I think he's a freak who is interested in the human body. And this is how he learned anatomy for trying. All things medical, studying the latest and greatest texts coming out of Italy. Yes, the Italians continue to innovate in that area. Extraordinary, really. Fascinating work. Who knows what secrets we may learn about the human body in the decades to come. Bro, you don't even know the half of it. You, if I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. You talking to, me or him? Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel. Perkta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What'd you do, bro? Who knows, by the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably... Yeah, you don't even know, dude. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? What are these? Represent the lower and upper divisions of classic liberal arts university education. Latin, grammar, logic, and rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy form the quadrivium. Oh, so music... Music's required. Hell yeah. Did you have a favorite? Can I pick a favorite subject? Occultist. Hold on, let's go through these. Latinist. Strong command of Latin grammar vocabulary. Easy recall. Words of wisdom from Roman Republic and Empire. Logician. Thinks through the implications of information. Is adept at spatial analysis. Easily perform complicated calculations in his head. Orator. Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge, knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. constellations, heavenly bodies and their movements, also familiar with various plants and animals from studying a... I kind of want to do occultist, just because there's... Yeah, there's a little bit of a rebellious edge you can have to the character when you're working at an abbey. I used my... Oh, shoot, I'm just telling it to this guy, too. I used my access to the university's library to pursue more esoteric interests. Esoteric how? Mystical textbooks on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination. Purely academic, of course. Of course! I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermeticum, and my interest only deepened from there. What's that? 17 religious and philosophical treatises encompassing the soteriology of Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great... What? But... Egyptian, Greek, and Jewish traditions and ideas, translated into Latin in the late 15th century by Marsilio Ficino and Lodovico Lazzarelli. Huh. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. Please be discreet about it, my lord. Yes, that's why we will talk about it later, dumbass. And your other studies? Studious? Was there anything else you studied? Ah, that's the cool thing that it does, is it changes the script on me. Oh, we can pick another one. What else do you want to do? I want to be a logician. I want to do like the Disco Elysium Sherlock Mind Palace thing. Logic, geometry, and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Was Aristotle's Organon the foundation of your study? Yes, the Organon for logic and Euclid's Elements for geometry, but the past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on logic. Peter Abelard provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. Man, these people who made this game... Hi, Quest! How are you doing? People who made this game were like just all in on this. A French teacher, philosopher, theologian, known for philosophical work in logic and theological work in atonement theory. Also remembered for his love affair with a student, the renowned Benedictine nun, abbess, and scholar Heloise d'Argenteuil. Cool, dude. The Englishman William of Ockham gave us the Occam's razor, the Summa Logicae, arguing nominalism against... Yeah. Actually, let me look at... What is that? Known for his commentaries on Peter Abelard's 4 books of sentences, his defense of apostolic poverty, and his writings on faith and reason. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in the pursuit of truth. All monks and friars, of course, a great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit within the Church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question that these great men should have had to wrestle logic into what the Church established by fight and force. Thank you for the welcome back. This is... What is this? This is Pentiment, which takes place during 1518 in the Holy Roman Empire. We are an artist named Andreas, who is a journeyman artist working on a manuscript for an abbey. So there's been a lot of implications about the conflict between pagan religions and Christianity. There's the abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Curacao at all? My family have been patrons of Curacao for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Curacao still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript productions, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Not much left of it these days. Too old man, a young scribe me. This is as good a place as any to create art. Artists remain here quite talented, well-fashioned. Oh, yeah. Perhaps it is nostalgia that brings me back here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gernot a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. I just noticed that his font style changed, and I don't know when that actually happened. Oh wait, was that why it repeated? Was it repeating in a new font? Huh. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist well, the venerable Brother Piero. How venerable? This venerable. He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. Then I very much look forward to seeing it. Dude's color theory is on point, man. Look at those horses. They look so dopey. Miklaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the abbey. Yes, my lord. So it's like he either is speaking a different language, or it's like to indicate that, I don't know, some kind of friendship. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Nuns. Aha. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Christian monastic order observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, stability. Yada. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then Kirsau is a place out of time in more ways than one. I think that's kind of fascinating to have a place like in a time relatively that's so far in the past from now, that also has a place that seems like it's way too old for its time. That's... Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to reckon... Why were they closed? Monks and nuns living side by side cannot behave themselves. I don't blame them, though. The church shouldn't either. It's just a human... Ugh! My throat got all froggy. Just human nature, after all. Is it? Ugh! You must be Father Gernot. I am Lorenz, Baron of... What? Ooh! Look at this guy! Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Man. I haven't... There was an option before I started to pick the simplified text, and I was like, no, I got this, and now I'm wondering if it was a bad idea. If you say so, I am not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes, I mean no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Chew me out, father. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. He's not my... Is this a bad time to ask for an advance on my payment for the Book of Hours? Oh yeah, that's... Oh, because the person we're staying with asked us for rent early. Abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Yeah, the art style is really neat. It's basically mimicking those types of illustrations in old books like this. Look at the bird. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at his banana nose. All right. I'll bite. This guy sucks, but urgh. Okay, that happened better than I expected. I should ask again when he's in a better mood. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me. Ugh, it's always getting me. The Lower Abbey, Shrine, Convent Garden. Oh, find a way to get paid. The Gertner's taxes. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Church. Cloister. Where are we going? I don't even know where the scriptorium is. It is all the ways over. Look at this guy in his eye patch. Saint Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it. Sai leggere l'italiano? Oh, there we go. Hi, Ketchup. How are you? Where's the potion seller? I need his strongest potions. Ah, no, little Italian and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if he has the time. I'm sure he will make time. He is a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Steinauer with some help from Sister Gertrude. Oh, those are characters. This glossary is helping a lot, considering that chapter house, monastery, aquarium, large garden, courtyard, and lavatory. Oh, the refectory, church, dormitory, kitchen and cellar, cemetery. There is a lot to look at in here. On vacation in 2 weeks, awesome. Oh yeah, is school out for the summer yet, where you are? I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Gertrude. God bless you, Master Mahler. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Very well, thank you. Oh, then I guess you wouldn't be interested in the saffron Agnes Steinauerin received. Steinauerin. I'm not gonna even say that name anymore. We're going Agnes. Lavatorium is too close to lavatory. Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. What? Saffron, really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. Maybe you can convince Prior Ferenc to get some for your yellows. Bro, we need some saffron for our yellows. How's Mousefanger? She's around here somewhere, hopefully getting to the baby rabbits before Sister Matilda does. Oh, is that a cat? Mousefanger. Mousefanger! Until later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Satya one of these days. Yep. Local pagan who converted to Christianity, miraculously aided St. Moritz's soldiers with food in the dead of winter, martyred for her actions. Cool. Lisbeth. God bless you, Master Mahler. A reliquary containing the hand of St. Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. What? The Holy Lance? The Lance of Longinus. Longinus? Longinus? It is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. How did he get a hold of the Holy Lance? Everybody and their mom's got a hold on the Holy Lance. Margaret. The first one was right? Wait. First one? First one of what? Sorry, I missed that quest. The pronunciation of which word? Steinauerin is the one I'm gonna assume. God bless you, Brother Piero. Oh, I think she's... Is she blind? Her eyes are kind of pale. No, wait, it's Master Mahler. Oh, the Spear of Longinus. Longness, Longinus, Longinus. The Holy Lance. I thought you couldn't see, Miss Sister Margaret. Oh, yeah, during the day I can see some color. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell of the pigments you use. But you're taller and you have another smell to you, like fish or burned almonds. That's old linseed oil, popular among the Italians. I'm also much more handsome. I'll ask Sister Gertrude about it. How are Sister Gertrude's herbs coming? It's too early to tell. Most of them won't be grown until May. Still working with herbs suits me. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. God bless you, Master Mahler. Brother Matthew maintains this shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Yeah, I wanna... the narcissism. I wanna make him like... I don't want to be too goody two-shoes with him, but I don't also want to be like too much of a rebel kind of thing. We're kind of playing it in the middle. The rest of the convent. Flowers? A feverfew. It always smells so fresh. Sister Gertrude is wise to have some in the garden. Oh, okay, is showing like, yeah, I know herbs and stuff. The Prioress's house? I wonder if I can get him to moonwalk again. He accidentally did her. Cecilia. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? You took the sisters inside. Yeah. What concern of it is yours? If it just seemed unusual. The Baron arrived to see the abbot and the scriptorium. It isn't appropriate for the sisters to interact with men. The sisters interact with me as they need to at my discretion. The Baron is an important visitor and a patron of the Abbey, but there's no need for him to speak with the sisters or me. That makes sense, thanks, Mother Cecilia. Until later. Until then. You want to waste time with me? Do we have anything else? What? Huh? Why'd we go through the whole rigmarole instead of... The Convent Loquarium. A painting of Hildegard of Bingen, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Saint Hildegard of Bingen was a Benedictine abbess, visionary, mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects from theology to musical composition to medicine. Yo, check this shit out. It's so cute. Oh man, he's getting those mice. God, the animals in these illustrations are so doofy. The doors into the convent are locked to outsiders, men at least. Got it. What is that? I want to see that. Matilda? God bless you, Master Mahler. Gosh, the bugs look so good in this. I mean, they look so gross, but they look so real. Sister Matilda, how are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work. Forgive me, sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mahler. Fine. I don't even want to talk. What? Kitty! Pet mouse fanga. You can pet the cat! Yeah! Game of the year. That didn't even come out this year. Oh, I can go up! The many-petaled sinkful grows easily, so some consider it a weed. Tassing is lucky to have so much woundwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Sister Sophie. Men have cooties. God bless you, Master Mahler. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean, no offense, Master Mahler, but I cannot speak with men. My apologies. God bless you. And you as well, sister. Okay, so some of these ladies are more lax on the rule than others. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all of her herbs here. I need to figure out how to moonwalk. It's gonna happen accidentally. Alright. Rudiger. God bless you, Andreas. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly! Put all your level up points into resurrection. Resurrection maxing. Savior maxing. That's so stupid. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Oh! Res maxing. Ooh. Christus innocens patri reconciliavit peccatores mas ad vita duello conflixere mirando dux vitae mortus regnat vivus. That sounds so good. There's so many doors and stuff to do. Brother Matthew! We're looking for you. Can I get an advance on my pay? God bless you, Andreas. How is the sacristy today, Matthew? The same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mahler? What's your vocation? What is your... A little? I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure. Oh, he's like the treasurer. He's the finances guy. I have a favor to ask you. Yes, Andreas? Give me my pay! I'd like... You could give me my pay for the latest manuscript early. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gernot. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. Can you... I can't promise. Can't you make an exception this once? Not without good reason. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble, not only for Kirsau, but for Tassing as well. Ooh! Get him! Get his ass! Is that why the Father Abbot has increased the taxes on the Gartners? What is this about, Andreas? The Gartners have... So I've made a grave error. Ooh! Do we just be on it? What do we get? Normally I would assume that being honest would be the... I don't know. Because we're lying to get... I'm not a good liar, so we won't give him that trait. I would not have expected Peter Gartner, of all people, to beg a lodger for help. He didn't! His wife asked me. That must have been difficult for her. Yes. I'm so- Ah! If you seek remedy to the Gartner situation, plead your case to Father Gernot. I'm gonna fucking do it. The matter is pressing, Brother Matthew. In the name of Christian charity, isn't there anything you can do? Oh, this is interesting. This money I would be paid eventually, and it will be a great relief to the Gartners. Friendly... How does this work? Okay. Very well, do not ask this of me again, Andreas Mahler. Hey, we did it! Hear you all, I shall note this with Father Gernot and Prior Ferenc. Okay, so he's not... I feel better about that. We're not going behind their back. It's been noted. We can't get away with it again. Thank you. Alright, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. Yeah! No, I'll give it to her directly. What does it think you think you're doing, Master Mahler? Doing? Stay away from the sacristy. You know you're not allowed in there. My apologies. I don't wanna make him angry after he did me a solid. The Old Bailey. There's like 5,000 things to see in here. That's the scriptorium. I want to hold off on there. No! This is like a maze. Dormitory, cloister. Oh, we haven't talked to this guy yet. Sebhat. God give you health, Master Mahler. Brother Sebhat, I'm surprised to see you still here. Is he? As am I, but I will be leaving soon, returning to Rome. This is not a monk. What is... I and my... Or is he? I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rodolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. Meeting of bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constantine, the Papal Schism. It was also notable for the condemnation and capture of the Bohemian theologian Jan Hus. Or John Hus, depending on... I'm making these. Whoa, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. First of all, cool gecko. Or iguana. Or, that's a chameleon, I'm so stupid. That is a peacock with a cool-ass hand for a face, and it's holding an axe. This is what I wanted to... Look at this! Gosh, gotta screenshot that. Man, you guys see the announcement that you can't, like, tweet from Nintendo Switch anymore to Twitter? Fuck you, Elon Musk, you're ruining everything. What a cool way to, like, share what you're... like, what you're playing and watching with other people, and fuck them. Will you remain in Rome? That is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mahler, and see the highlands. Okay, yeah, you definitely don't look like you're European. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. Ethiopia. I would love to, someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you are ever in Rome, I may still be around. I've only made it as far south as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. Oh, I'd like that. I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these, but I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. Oh yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. I'm curious about this, but I want to make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. This guy's cool. Kitchen and cellar. Hold on a minute. Is there anybody in here? When the brothers eat their meals, this is where the lector reads to them. Large garden. You keep seeing that radish with the face. That's hecked up. There is so much Abbott House. Father Gernot. Wait, is this... Oh, this is Ferenc. Okay, I know this guy. Doggy! Pet Mirabil... You can pet the dog! Oh, what a guy. Oh, there's the abbot. I feel like since we got paid, we probably don't want to start shit with him. The lower abbey is locked. Andreas? Oh, he's like, don't even talk. Callie's here. That was a huge feature on Splatoon, the screenshotting. These cucumbers are growing very quickly. I'm sure whatever isn't eating will be pickled. Pickled. Come on. Oh, he was doing it for a minute. He was doing it! Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? I wonder recipes the brothers have for peas. And animal pins! Animal pins! Animal pins! Animal pins! Cemetery. I do want to see the cemetery. Abattoir? Folkbert. Good day, Andreas. Look at the piggies. The piggies look doofy too. In a good way. Cemetery? A monument to the founder of the abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Old Bailey. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. And I am so lost. Let me see if there's anything. Scriptorium. The Prior's house. Whoa! Whoa! What is this? What is this, a Volvel? I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracks. What's this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. Okay, like a cipher. And the outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. Fire, earth, wind, and water? Greek, Latin, and elemental symbols. It's obvious someone with occult interests fashioned this. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. Given the number of letters and the size of the disc, there's enough space for a total of 4 versions of the Latin alphabet, and that reveals a different set of letters. I wonder what it's for, a cipher of some sort. Yeah, need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Interesting. All right, let's go to the scriptorium. Let's go. Let's see, Pierre, the Old Bailey. That's Piero, Idoc, and Guy, or Guy. Good day, Andreas. How's your morning going, brother? I think it's Guy. It's fine. More contracts for the abbot. Which would you rather be making, contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care, Andreas. As long as the abbot is impressed, he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you? The abbots and the priors both. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 40... Ooh, buddy. Then I'll leave you to it. Goodness gracious. I feel for that guy. God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, Brother Adoc? Mill. Mill, that's easy, I am well. Well done, my son, it is early, I will give you a harder one later. I look forward to all of your anagrams, Brother Idoc. Literal nut. Ah yes, until then. What a cool dude. Brother Piero. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big Your Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Idoc has been here long enough that we can always smell it. Whoa! Whoa! Did you see that? It was a you. It was a you. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Idoc? I'm comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord in his ineffable wisdom may choose to strike down. Man, it's been so long since I streamed and since I've talked for this long. I'm starting to feel it in my throat, so... I want to keep playing, though. But I'll probably, like, space these... I want to at least get to, like, a plot point. Like, what's the dealio? But I'll try not to push myself too much, and I'll... And as I do get back into streaming, I'll pick different games so I can rest my voice with some of them. I kinda... Yeah, you started it, Brother Guy. Stay out of this, Andres. The old fart can defend himself well enough. He can. I need no defense against the likes of you. God protects his faithful against the iniquitous. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Ferenc is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lawrence Rothvogel had arrived and he hurried out like a little mouse. Ferenc is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. It's pathetic. You are too! You just said that. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs? It's shameful. Oh no, Baron Rothvogel, his manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he is visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. He has to wait like everybody else. Someday you will stand where Piero is and a young monk will stand where you... I kind of want to get sassy with him, but also... Andreas Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kirsau Abbey. Look at this guy. I keep seeing him as we traverse places. Look at this fucking guy. Ha-ha! It's like a snail butterfly. This guy's cool. Meow. Meow, meow. Kirsau is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Ferenc isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. I'm doing my shit. I need to reference the In der Mauer manuscript. A prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy in Austria. It's time to make fan art of my Oshis. That turnip is baked. Zdena, what do you want, Andreas? A book, the In der Mauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone? Oh? Eh? What are you talking about? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. She wants to hear all the salacious gossip. Lectio Divina is the thoughtful reading of and meditation on scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of life in Benedictine communities. Wait, I'm sorry, you want to know about the extramarital affairs? Have you considered the Lord? You really are a cloud on a sunny day, Andreas. Could I just get the book? Oh, it's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? Isn't this your job? Isn't writing books your job? Sister Illuminat. Oh, that's a person. Andreas needs a book and he's being inappropriate with me. Oh my god. Andreas? I was not being inappropriate with her. I didn't think that you were. Sister Zdena has a poor attitude toward her vocation, the rule, and I suppose the 10 Commandments. Oh. Oh no. If this is not her vocation, she should not be here. Andreas, it is not your place to judge the sisters here, even one as unruly as Sister Zdena. Oh, I meant I was being nice, because she sounds like she doesn't want to be here voluntarily. Oh, Callie's like, it's dinner time. In any case, I overheard you requesting the In der Malmers manuscript here. Please return it promptly. Danke. Danke, Scones. Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Dude. Andreas, stream on Twitter. Stream your art on Twitter. Yes, the composition is lovely. There is a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. It doesn't feel right, I don't know why. Well, you've still got a lot more to color in. Bro, you gotta get in the flat colors before you start shading. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. It's all my work. That's what clients want. Oh. Brother, you're referencing too hard. What do you want? Where are you in this work? I didn't know there was room for me in here. It is inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work, whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent? It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot. Why can't they forage acorns? What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it is not the way November is. Art is illusion storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. Oh, that's why they call it illumination. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. You know, I didn't realize that the main character was an artist, so this is some very cool stuff to come into, since I've gotten into it as a hobby. There is no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Huh. Does that make you sad? Why is... I'll admit I am still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination, but even in my youth I knew it could not last. The creation of books, of art, is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. Oh. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing be brought to truth. Oh. Talking about stuff like the printing press soon. I think there will always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adoc. It's kind of you to say so, Andreas, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life and am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. I like Adoc's little crutch and walk. Where's the time gone? It is already... I don't know how that's pronounced. Terce or Terce? Monastic or 9 a.m., one of the little hours of prayer. Terce precedes Mass and the chapter meeting. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andreas. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to do too much talk that is of no substance. Or like, oh! Ferenc. Hey, he's got the wheel! What's he doing? Secret messages? What's going on in here? Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint to the floor. But then Prior Ferenc came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut. Prior Ferenc should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. Okay, so that's my bookworm thought, but I feel like this is... he seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he is on edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived early, which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronicle, Clara? There are a few more books I've been wanting to borrow. The Clear Chronicle, A History of the Universe from Creation to 1082, written by the Irish monk Marianus Scotus. I don't want to push her. No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries at Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lawrence Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous? Lawrence? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the Prior and Father Abbot have. Am I pronouncing Prior right? Is it Prior or Prior? I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember. You know I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. I suppose I can help. I understand, but there is rarely a time when I am in the scriptorium and the brothers are not present. Thank you, it's for the good of the Abbey. Where should I begin? Out there where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for, find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid. The Aeneid? Yep. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not his to keep. By my desk. There they are. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Those volumes were old even when Piero started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Oh! Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover Dido. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations. Brother Piero takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Ooh. Oh yeah, here's the cool thing. Is it really bad? That bad? Is being a woman that limiting? So we've got Saint Grobian and then Beatrice from, I'm pretty sure, is Dante's Inferno. How would you know? She knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. This is really cool. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun. It is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry for men. Now the books, if you please. Oh, this is really cool. You got any more books? Next, Wretched Garin. This is a printed copy. Green corner diamond pattern. Wretched Garin, an Italian chivalric romance written by Andrea de Barberino in the early 15th century. The titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discover his noble parentage. Originally published as a manuscript and enjoyed greater success as a printed book. I do not have the size in the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adoc was reading it. Brother Adoc. There it is. See you later, NTDG. Thank you for stopping by. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Amadea Rusco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. They loaned it to us 5 years ago. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. I'm certainly seeing the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Garin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. It's better suited for knaves like me. It's not my place to reprimand anyone for reading stories, least of all you, Andreas. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it, or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? It would be like losing a limb. Yeah. Well, perhaps a small limb or my little finger. Regardless of the size and importance of the body part in question, I understand and appreciate it. It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return Amadea Rusco's property. The book, please. There's only one book left, then you will be freed from bondage. A dark red corner, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. What is it? The description should be sufficient. I don't know why you won't tell me, but alright, I'll find it. Brother Guy was reading it. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. What is it, the Kama Sutra? Very good, please bring it here. What is this anyway? Maybe I should have learned French at— Oh! What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. I haven't asked so many questions. I've asked one question twice and you haven't answered me. Curiosity can be a dangerous thing, Andreas, especially in a place like this. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its authors shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? "200 years ago. Why is it still here? Because of Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. I can sympathize with them. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. How did he even know it was here? No one even knows it's here. I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. Mother Cecilia made a note of it in the inventory when she was the librarian. I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? Read it and become a French heretic. Give me that book or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. I will propose a compromise. I'll be gone by the time Father Gernot asks about it, and if you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book he wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. It feels right. It feels right enough in my heart for both of us. Okay, we didn't make this one. I don't think so. That doesn't even make any sense. More sound than a condemnation from 3 bishops of Paris? Man. Thank you for making my decision so easy. Did you leave university voluntarily or were you expelled? Ooh! My duty is to God and to the vows I made, to the rule. Oh, but you do love books as well. I know you do. Okay. Nice. Andreas, I love God. Books contain knowledge that can help bring us closer to His truth. I do not love books as things, but I love that books can convey God's truth. It is not my place to judge your love of books, but it is not a love we share. Oh, but does the gospel not say hate the sin but love the Bible, which means books? So it does not say that. Also, no, it does not. So be it. I guess I'm not gonna learn anything about Rothvogel then. Sorry. That's the bell for sex. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the Abbey. Man, I saw you using that wheel, dude. We're almost done, Callie. Meow. We haven't been in these two. The foundations of the Abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. These tomb markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the Abbey. Abbot Dietrich from the height of Cursaw's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. Investigate. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. There's a key. That was it! Now what? Whoa! A secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Okay, we're not going there yet, but... Meadow. The figures in this shrine to St. Christopher are quite nice. Oh, this is where we were walking with the Baron. And that's Martin, right? Yeah. Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy? What are you doing? Mind your own business. I'm keeping my eye on you. Eat shit. I'm done talking. Endress. Good day, Master Mahler. Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message? Did she? Did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Oh, it's like lunchtime. Bless us, O Lord, in these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 How did the morning treat you? Not too bad, thanks. I hurt my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Rye bread, sheep's milk cheese, almonds. Yum yum yum. It's not that bad of an injury, it just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to work here when it suits him. Cheebs. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Ammons. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rothvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? Check on a commission. Friendly with Mother, I think he's... As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize the people. You know... He was, though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. Oh! What kind of misgivings? That he fools around with young women. He's married. Oh, that's not cool. Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Rannig, may he rest in peace. Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. He didn't mention anything about that. What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? He could sense my inherent moral quality, Otto. This. Sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. It's not envy, Andres. No one should get away with what he does, what this Abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books that Abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the Abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. Does it do a lot more good? Oh, Otto, did you really see that the Bauer's sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence and he probably did a bad job of it. He's always in a foul mood and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. Oh, he's married? And on top of that, he's a damn thief. And before you say it, Andres, that's more than just gossip. Look at him over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. I doubt he'll ever amount to much of anything. Speaking of the Bauer's sheep, their ewes are shorn and the women will be spinning it soon. Otto? I got it, Andres. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Eh? Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right, I'll catch up in a moment, Andres. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Ava for me if you get a chance. I should return to work in the scriptorium until later. Alright. Afternoon. Alright. My voice is actually... Ooh, it's raining! It's a raining man. Hallelujah. Oh, that's Miklaus. God be... Oh, shoot! It was here! Where's the... visuals? Can I... Easy read fonts, yeah! Alright. I am going to quit right here. Last save 9 seconds ago, that's perfect. My throat hurts. I'm gonna go rest and I'm gonna go get dinner. Oh, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for the raid again, Doji. How many we got in here? 11. All right, we can raid somebody. Let's figure out who to raid. Let me see. Oh, friend Noah is streaming. We'll go do that. I am not gonna make any schedules or promises of stream times because I'm gonna be busy, but I will keep getting back into it. Thank you all for coming again. And I hope you all have a nice Saturday, rest of your Saturday weekend. Have a possum weekend. Did that go through? Did I do the right? Is it? Did they change? There we go. Did I mess it up? What in the world? All right. Ready to go. Okay, have a good one. See you, bye.